Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. As you guys all know, I hate electric vehicles. I guess hybrid, I don't know, I'm just old school. I need some gears. Also, a few months ago, I had a colleague that pretty much went with her car. She was involved in a head-on collision on a single-lane highway, and the firefighters couldn't get her out of the car, and she burned up with the car. So fuck electric cars. So Highway 5 in SoCal, there was a truck with about 8 or 9 Teslas on it. Pretty much all of them burned up. But they're trying to say that they don't know the direct cause of the fire, if it was from the big rig itself or was it from one of the actual Teslas on the rack. Let's go ahead and see what happened.
We wanted to give you a live look from our news shop before we understand there may be an issue with the signal, but there is still a risk there on the 5 freeway that the flames that were happening earlier could reignite. That's why firefighters were making sure that every flame was out today. We have our Tracy Leong joining us live.
Now look at that. Once one of these EVs catch on fire, there's no putting it out. These cars could burn up to 12 hours. Even if a car drove into a river, if a Tesla drives into a river, it's still gonna burn. The floor where your feet are, from the front to the back of the car, the whole bottom of the car is a battery. So you're pretty much sitting on top of a battery. So once that catches on fire, you're gone. It's just gonna spread from your feet to your head, pretty much, if you could get out the car. But yeah, these cars are no good. We need to boycott these cars, please.
Now from Sylmar, where we know traffic at this hour is still impacted, Tracy.
Yeah, Jonathan and Kathy, hours after this car fire, we are still seeing traffic impacted. We are standing on the Balboa Boulevard overpass just above the 5 freeway. My photographer, John Sandoval, is going to pan over to give you a look at traffic at this hour. 5 northbound looks like it's back to normal, but if you look on the left side, 5 southbound is moving slowly. And if you take a look over at the truck lane, that's where the tractor trailer and the Teslas caught on fire. That entire truck lane is blocked. You see fire officials and emergency personnel standing by because, as you mentioned, this is something they are monitoring closely because...
Wow, that one on the top and the back is the only one that didn't catch on fire. How was that the only lucky one on the truck? So it's getting a little suspicious to me.
This wreckage could just burst into flames and reignite without warning because of those lithium batteries.
Do me a favor, if you have an EV vehicle, please remove the sticker saying Clean Air Act. It is not a clean air vehicle once that shit catches on fire. It's a lithium battery. It's releasing all kind of chemicals into the air. So we could stop with this Clean Air Act shit. Y'all not doing a damn thing. Like, what the fuck? Like,
video captured a car carrier loaded with Teslas engulfed in flames on the 5 southbound freeway just north of Balboa Boulevard.
Now take a look at that. That is a terrible location for anything to catch on fire. Right in between hills. Pretty much you're in the desert right there in that stretch of 5. So all it takes is a spark from a tire or a cigarette and that whole valley is going to catch on fire. And how are we going to put that out? Use the red powder that they release from the helicopters? That's what they need to use to douse out the fires in these Teslas. They need to use that same red powder that they put on the hills to put them out.
Boulevard in Sylmar around 5:30 Saturday night. News Chopper 4 was overhead as crews battled the blaze with multiple cars and the entire front tractor truck burning out of control.
It's a waste of time and water. Right when you think that you doused the cars out, it's going to start back up. So you're better off just letting this burn out for hours because that same event is going to happen. You waste gallons of water just for something to reignite back on fire.
Officials now trying to determine what sparked this dramatic and dangerous fire. It sent plumes of thick smoke into the sky that could be spotted for miles, shutting down all southbound lanes and creating a traffic nightmare as cars were rerouted. This was also a huge safety concern for firefighters because of the time and amount of water it took to extinguish the flames.
With the amount of heat, these thermal runaway batteries that produce over 1,000 degrees in temperature, that's a lot of heat. It takes a lot of water and a lot of time to put these.
Look at that. Everything gone. The only thing that's left is the burned up chassis, the frame. That's wild, man.
They're very dangerous. There's a lot of toxicity with these things. They put out a lot of toxic smoke. So not only is it a safety concern for the firefighters putting the fire out, but also for the community around the environmental issues with the smoke and the water runoff.
The driver of the semi-truck was able to escape uninjured, but at this time it's unclear when crews will be able to safely remove the truck and Teslas from the freeway.
That's going to be up to LA County Health to determine when it's safe to move it. Because it's lithium-ion batteries, they have the ability to reignite days later. So we got to make sure that
you hear that? Days later. So for those of you that think that you're doing the environment a favor, you should do your house a favor and park that shit out on the street when you're not charging it. I would not trust these cars in my garage. You guys work hard for your homes that you bought. Do you really want to lose it behind a $40,000 piece of shit? I don't think so.
everything's at safe levels before we move the vehicle.
Assistant Chief Al.
I ain't gonna lie, she kind of cute for a MILF. Top heavy up here. All right, got it going on, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Donna believes the fire may have started in the truck tractor before spreading to the cargo and catching those Teslas on fire, but it's still unclear what caused it to start. Reporting live in Sylmar, Tracy Lingong. And
I just hope she ain't got one. Tesla, to me, it looked like a pervert's car. Tesla, we gonna crown that the pervert's car. Cause the dudes that drive them cars look weird as fuck. Y'all some perverts, man. Y'all got porn all on your hard drives and shit on the work computer. Fucking perverts. Damn computer nerds. Driving this bullshit ass car. Man, y'all not no car enthusiasts. Y'all just some tech geeks. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.